We've got a currency which continues to depreciate. We've got a stock market which keeps going down, though we've had a few moves up, but still, generally, the trend is down. You must be concerned, surely, because it's giving you a view, isn't it?
Well, if we look at what's happening in terms of the policy mix, it's quite clear that monetary policy is now a lot less tightening. It's neutral. Fiscal policy is much more towards an easing stance. And what really should happen there is the currency does have to depreciate. And that is really what we're looking for. We're looking now for the dollar CNY to end the year at 692. We expect it to break 7 at the first half of 2019. And this is not a devaluation brought about by the authorities. This is basically brought about as a result of the policy action. So in that sense, it's not something that we're extremely concerned about yet. If authorities are freaking out, panicking, doing more capital controls, that should be something worth panicking about.
Well, Eddie, this idea that the yuan, the policymakers now have a good excuse, right? If you look at the growth divergence that they can now point to, and you can kind of see the reaction in the 10-year government bond, the Chinese government bond there as well, would they be more comfortable with that? And is that more likely to be an orderly, I guess, depreciation rather than a weaponized devaluation, which some people have been talking about?
Yeah, definitely. We're in the orderly depreciation stance. I think everything that the authorities have done show that they are not basically aggressively pushing for the currency to weaken. They have themselves stated that they're not trying to weaponize the currency. So from this point of view, really what is happening is this is all driven by the policy mix. This is very different to August 2015, where they depreciated the currency first and markets panicked. Right now, one key reason why markets are not panicking is because this is a result of the more fiscal easing measures. This is a result of the economic divergence that you're talking about. This is also a result of basically the stronger dollar, and that's a very key difference. And finally, one more thing is, if we're looking at some of the foreign investor inflows, we're still seeing quite strong inflows going into China, and that's a very key difference.